The quarterly report this is the third one on Operation Vulindlela Phase 2. And just to remind colleagues about the Operation Vulindlela, its strategic intent is really to deal with the supply side constraint on our economy. That's its origin. We've had supply side constraints on our economy. That's why it has not been growing, particularly since the global economic crisis, 2007, 2008. We had issues with the supply of electricity, freight logistics, telecommunication, skills, and we said it's important for us to open up those network industries which were dominated by inefficient state-owned companies. We said it's not good for us to rely on one supplier of energy, Eskom. It's not enough for us to rely on one company, Transnet, which supplies freight logistics, and therefore it's important for us to open up those industries to allow competition to take place in order to solve for energy supply, freight logistics, telecommunications, as well as skills. And we've given progress in the past on what this opening up of those network industries has done. We have seen huge investments by the private sector in the energy space, in freight logistics, telecoms, and water. We've put together an act which will enable the National Water Resource Agency to raise more money, private money, to be invested in water. So today really is to give an update on what we have achieved in the last quarter, and also report the next steps insofar as Operation Vulindlela is concerned. So I wouldn't spend too much time because DM also has to say something, but also the team will give a much more detailed and a comprehensive report on the progress on those areas that we've identified as critical for reform. So these reforms, they don't represent the totality of what government does. We've just chosen a few reforms which we felt that are quite strategic and very important for us to focus on them in order to set better conditions for economic growth. So there's a lot of things that government does. These are not the things that government is doing. These are not the only things that government is doing. There's a couple of things that government is doing. We just chose to focus on these reforms, to have a strategic focus and discipline in order to accelerate economic growth.